Okay? So, we're going to do this tempo. Let's have my drummers start and my tambourine people. Now stay with me. Don't go fast. Okay, Logan. Have I not commanded you be strong and courageous? Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Wherever you go. A little faster. Have I not commanded you be strong and courageous? Do not be terrified, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. With you wherever you go, wherever you go. And then you guys, can you think you can go faster? Yeah! Have I not commanded you be strong and courageous? Do not be terrified, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Faster! Let me hear you sing. Have I not commanded you be strong and courageous? Do not be terrified, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Wherever you go. Woo! Yeah! Good job. All right, put your drums or your sticks back where you found them. There you go. Put your drums back over here, over there. Good job, you guys. Those of you who didn't get to play a drum and you want to play when the worship team comes up later, you can come and play a drum if you didn't get a chance to yet, okay? There will be more, not right now, but in a few minutes, okay? Whew, that was fun. You should do that for 3-4 more hours. 104-degree temperature, and you get an idea about worship camp. Let's see. How much do I say? So as I start meeting these other people, I go to Standing Rock, and I'm on my way there like late at night, and my friend calls and she goes, "Hey, I just asked the pastor if you could lead worship tomorrow. Do you want to lead worship tomorrow?" I'm like, "Sure." And she's like, "Awesome. I'll let her know." And then she calls me back. She goes, "The pastor's not feeling well, and she's wanting to know if you would preach also." And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I can do that. So now, every time I go, I preach and I lead worship. And I said, "Who are your regular worship people?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't have any." I'm like, "What do you do for worship?" "Oh, we play YouTube videos on our phone. Whoever's got the loudest volume." That's how they worship. And I'm like, you know what? In Michigan, we do these camps where we teach teenagers how to worship, middle school and high school kids. We teach them how to play instruments. We teach them how to write songs. We put them in bands. They write worship songs in a week. And they're like, "That would be amazing. Will you come here and do that?" Like, yes. And so I'm like, "Lord, I spend a lot more time at Pine Ridge, and I know a lot more people there, but I'm doing a worship camp at this other place." Okay, so there's a map. Bottom left, where it says Oglala, and above it's Pine Ridge. That's the Pine Ridge Reservation, that little red kind of funny shaped thing. And the Oglala is the people group, the original tribe. So what happened when the U.S. government was pushing the Native Americans west, they began to band together because they were just too small on their own to fight. And so out west, a group of tribes were called themselves Lakota. Another band that band together were called the Dakota, and the other band was called Nakota. And so most of the people in South Dakota are Lakota. And when the government captured them all and put them on reservation, they couldn't control them. The Lakota were too strong. And they were called the crazy Oglala, the wild Oglala. They were fighting men, and they were fierce. And they couldn't control them. So they split them up and put them on 9 different reservations in South Dakota. Grandma Norma has a mountain mover ministry with intercessors on all 9 reservations in South Dakota. And they come together once a year. And she asked me to come blow shofar. She said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to worship for 24 hours, and then we're going to do whatever God tells us. That's your conference. Literally, Friday night, 6 o'clock, started worship, and we worshiped until Saturday night, 6 o'clock. Some of us slept. The worship team did not. They played through the night. One of the ladies had to go lay down for a while and came back. I went to the guitar player, and I said, can I see your fingers? Because I play guitar, and it hurts. And I do hour sets, and I do 2-hour sets sometimes at the House of Prayer in East Lansing. And I know how my fingers feel at the end of 2 hours. Sometimes people think I'm being real spiritual when I just like play one chord and worship like this. No, it's because my hand hurts so bad. I just have to stop playing for a minute. I mean, there's like both, but you know what I mean. So I say, can I see your fingers? They were so swollen, this man's fingers. They were black and blood all over them. He keeps a rag by his guitar so that he can like wipe the strings down and keep the blood off. And he had the most joy. I kept watching because I'm like, it's gotta hurt. I kept watching this guy. Never once did I see pain on his face. Only joy. Only joy. Whew. So that's where I met people from other reservations. So then I met Laura and Jesse, who do camp or do the place up in Standing Rock. This other lady is like, well, how come you never go to Rosebud? Well, I never, because nobody ever invited me, and I never knew about it. And so I get to Rosebud, and she and her husband make 77 bologna sandwiches a day, because that's how many people knock on their door who are hungry. And if they have extra money, they give a bologna sandwich and a little bag of chips and a bottle of water. Every day. Not Monday through Friday, 7 days a week. People are hungry every day. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Well, sometimes the man at the store heard what we were doing, and he'll give us a deal. And sometimes we have ham sandwiches. Sometimes we have turkey sandwiches. Isn't that crazy? That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. So I don't know where I am anymore. So I saw on Facebook that the school counselor at Pine Ridge said it's 53 below zero today, and teachers are coming to me saying kids are walking in their classroom without coats, and they say, where is your coat? And the kids are saying, I don't have one. So my heart just broke. Picturing these little kids without coats at the bus stop. A friend of mine from the res saw my Facebook post, because I'm like, this cannot be. I'm doing a coat drive. And a friend from the res responded. She said, DeAnn, I just drove by a bus stop, and you're right. Half the kids out there did not have a coat. 50 some below zero. So I said, I just put a Facebook post, I'm gathering coats and I'm taking them out. Who's with me? Within a week, I couldn't see out my van. I had the seats folded down. And so I stopped at my sister's house in Illinois because she had been collecting them. And we didn't have any room. So she went and bought those space bags, and we like shrunk them all down with her vacuum. And then I could see out the windows. And then I stopped at her house, another house, and one more on the way. And then I couldn't see out the van again. What a great problem to have, right? And so we stood out on the corner, and people came and they were like, one lady was like, God heard our prayers. God heard our prayers. We've been praying for coats for the kids. And would it be okay if I took one too? Yes, please. Please take a coat. So I'm laying there for 3 days. I had to pay somebody to take my dog out. I'm laying there going, Lord, what is going on? Like, what is this about? And he said to me, it's one thing for you to go and worship for justice. It's a whole other thing if you're going to teach the children of the land to worship. It will bring a whole different level of justice for that people, and the enemy knows it, and he's trying to take you out. I learned that day I need to get some prayer teams together. Not just anybody who wants to pray, but like people who are committed to be on their knees and be praying, because this is no joke. This is no joke. The lives of the people on the reservations are at stake. The lives of people all around us are at stake. God loves them so much, he died for them, but they don't know. They don't know, and somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to tell them. That's right. So we had our first year of camps, and it was amazing. It was hot, and it was messy, and I'm trying to bring as many native believers along as possible and get them up front, giving their testimonies, speaking as much as possible, because there's still great distrust of the white man for good reason, for a lot of good reasons. And people are like, well, why can't they like get it together? Like, why are they like the poorest place in the nation? Pine Ridge Indian Reservation average income is $3,000 to $5,000 a year. A year. And they're like, but they got, they got this land, they got this. As recently as my friend Julie, her father was taken from his family at 5 years old and put in a boarding school because the U.S. government decided we needed to get the savage out of the Native Americans. And so we'll take their children and put them in boarding schools. The family had no choice. Her dad was taken, put in a boarding school. At 17, he was drafted into the army and was sent overseas. His family never saw him after 5 years old. He was never allowed to go home. No summer break, no nothing. So now you've got a whole generations of kids that have grown up without families.